Welcome back. I'm going to share 3 of my favorite manifestation techniques, and I'd like you to take them for checking, okay? Taking them for checking means you neither say, I've tried that before, that doesn't work, or, oh yeah, that is awesome, that sounds good. You just take them for experimenting, whether you've used them before or not, as if you're using them for the first time. So, the first technique is what I call the manifestation prayer, and I'll guide you through it right now. So why don't you look inside with eyes open or closed. And put your attention on a wish you'd like fulfilled. Now, when you say prayers, you do them in the consciousness of your wish already fulfilled. So if you're praying for riches, you don't do that in the consciousness of being poor. You do that in the consciousness of riches. Otherwise, your prayers are not going to be heard. You don't do prayers as a beggar. You do them in gratitude, as if you're thankful for them already having happened. Okay? So put your attention on that wish. And then put your attention on the highest creator of the universe. And addressing that creator, say, thank you for showing me that this is already true. We'll do that 3 times. So put your attention again even deeper into the wish. Already fulfilled. And then also put your awareness to the creator of all things, the most powerful source in the universe that can create anything at all, and say thank you for showing me today that this is already true. You see how I added today into the mix? You can do that, but you don't have to. If you keep it unspecific, that's fine. But if you have the courage, you make it more specific. You say today, or in the next 3 days, or by the end of December. And again, put your attention on the wish as if it's already fulfilled, in the consciousness and gratitude that it's already true. And then also put your awareness on the highest source, the Most High, and say thank you for showing me that this is already true. You can also specify the wish again, okay? Thank you for showing me that this amount of money, or this result, or this marriage, or whatever it is you want, is already true. Open your eyes again and let go. Letting go is releasing attention because you know it's already true. You see, if something is already true, you don't have to grasp onto it or hold onto it. It feels natural, it feels normal. The second favorite manifestation technique that I'd like to share with you goes as follows. So put your awareness on the same wish or another wish you'd like to manifest. Take some time to look at that with eyes open or closed. For most people, it's easier with eyes closed to visualize. But doing it with eyes open is good too, because it assumes that it's already around you. Okay, you shouldn't only be able to feel that with eyes closed and all alone. You should be able to feel your wish true with eyes open, walking around in the presence of other people, when talking with other people, when at work, and so forth. But for now, if you want, you can close your eyes. And then instead of just looking at the image, step into it, identify with it, as we've done before. And now convert that wish into a memory. That's the whole technique. So instead of seeing it as some future wish, just convert it into a memory, as if it's going to the back of your head instead of being in front as some kind of hope or vision, as if it were the most normal thing, as if that's what you would have expected anyway. As if you're remembering how that came true. It's kind of interesting. You're no longer thinking about the goal, you're thinking from it. You're no longer now working toward the goal, you're working from it. In other words, you can open your eyes again, okay? If it's a memory, if it's already behind you, what are the things you would be saying and thinking and doing? Are you able to view from that perspective? That's something you can go into more deeply this week. I'll now share with you the third manifestation technique, my third favorite one. And in this one, instead of focusing on a thought, you focus on an identity, a persona, an I am, for whom your wish is already fulfilled. So if your wish is to have riches, let's say, to be a billionaire, let's say, no wish is too high, okay? You don't get any wish without the inherent ability to achieve it. Because if you had a desire without the inner potential to achieve it, that would mean you live in a universe that doesn't make sense, a cruel universe. But we don't live in a cruel universe, we live in a friendly universe, okay? If you didn't believe that, you would not be participating in this program. So, you turn your wish, let's say you want to be a billionaire, you turn it into an I am identity. So that would be, I am a person, or I am a billionaire, instead of I want a billion or I have a billion. I am a billionaire. And what you do is you imagine yourself standing elsewhere, let's say 5 years into the future, at that time when you're actually a billionaire, and you just have a look at this other version of you, this person's body posture. You have a look at what this person is dressed like. And if you want, you can observe his movie a little bit. Who is he surrounded by? What is he doing? Where is he? And you're going to walk over there very soon. So you align yourself in that direction. And once you get a really clear image of what this person's life is like, you take the actual physical steps and you start walking in that direction. Until you reach the position in which you had visualized that version of you. You take in that person's position, that person's identity, and just feel what it's like to be that person. And you try to rest in that as if that were natural, resting in the naturalness of that state. Okay, you stay in there for a couple of minutes. If you want, you can actually reach out your hands and touch things that might be there when you're a millionaire, or take a look around and see what you see as this millionaire. And especially, you can have your eyes closed on this if your surroundings are not at all like that of a billionaire. Especially hear what people are saying to you. Okay, you can take friends, family, even enemies, and hear what these people are saying to you when you've achieved the billion. And then, as this person, you walk around a little bit. Okay? And that's something you can actually repeat until it becomes natural, until it feels natural to you to move and act as this person. All right? The technique is about bringing your thoughts, words, and actions into alignment to create this new energy field around you. And I guarantee you, if you stay in that energy field for a while, you'll start attracting evidence of whatever it is you identified with. Just gotta stay in that field as if it's completely normal to be a billionaire, or to be in a relationship with your dream spouse, or whatever it is you like. Bringing thought, word, and deed into alignment is as simple as this. Let's say you want more energy, so you think, I have energy. And then you speak as somebody who has energy. You might speak a little bit more quickly, or say, I have loads of energy. I've never felt this energetic, and so forth. And you might start speaking as an energetic person. I'm willing to do that. I want to do that. I'm so eager to do that. This place is so beautiful. So thought and word are now aligned. And then you start acting the part. You start walking as somebody who has energy. Okay, you start moving as somebody who has energy. You start gesturing as that person. You start doing the actions of someone who has energy. Now, if you didn't have any energy before, if you felt depressed and slow and dull and tired, simply changing those movements you make and those actions in the assumption that you now have energy is actually gradually going to shift your reality in that direction. So you see, reality creation is all about acting as if something is already true. It's not thinking about it, it's thinking from it. Not acting toward it, but acting as it. And so forth and so on. I'll see you next week. Your homework is to, Your homework is to use these methods abundantly this week. I'll see you next week. Thank you very much.